welcome back to Let's Play The Evil Within with me, Ruvik, and we are descending ever deeper into the earth. This is the beginning of Chapter 8, A Planted Seed Will Grow, and we're going to have to deal with a lot more of these alter ego guys, the guys with two heads, and we only have 3 sniper bullets, so we're really going to need to make these shots count if I'm going to take these guys all out. And one more. Alright, no problems there, but now we are out of sniper ammo. Which may be an issue with a lot of these guys, but I think the shotgun will do just fine. And I do have some pistol ammo here, so I may as well pistol this next one. I have to hit him in the head a bunch of times. Oh, he coming. Wow. That was a little intense for just an ordinary enemy. Now, I do want to make sure I check around in here because I could potentially find some sniper bullets, right? But this game, it knows what you need, and it likes to just not give it to you. How about some green gel instead? Alright, with all the alter egos down, it's time to progress forward. And I think we're going to want to shotgun this. There are 2 of them, so... Oh boy. Alright, that wasn't so bad. And what do we have? Oh, 2 sniper bullets. Okay, that's nice. Let's make sure we're nice and reloaded. And our first key is going to be coming up right here. We have to do our mega slow cranking things. And the Goddess statue is going to be stuck to that chain coming right down. You just can't miss this one. And there are going to be 3 total keys in this chapter. And 1 map fragment. So we're not going to have too much trouble with the collectibles, I wouldn't think. Now right here we're going to have a little bit of an Indiana Jones-ish section where this trap is going to fire at regular intervals. I'm just going to get to cover here. And it's really hard to tell if you're actually in cover behind this thing. It's really easy to get hit there. And that green gel literally fell off the side. Great. Now there's 1 agony crossbow bolt I want to grab on the other side of this. And there's some ones up above, but I don't know how to grab them. If anybody knows, feel free to let me know. But as far as I can tell, they are ungrabbable, despite the fact that they look like you could get them. And now, we finally have one of these as an actual loading screen. You can't turn the camera, and that's how you know the difference between those and the ones they snuck in the rest of the game. But I think it's really well done. It hides it really well. Now, right over here, we're going to have our tape, so let's give it a listen.
Aberrant brainwave patterns observed in subjects number 25 and 33, and now again in 55. The one common factor is a case history of dissociative identity disorder. Previous experiments of the prefrontal cortex led to degradation. The results here. Suicidal thoughts of alternate personalities exhibited. Attacks on the core personality. As self-consciousness waned, a sort of stasis was achieved. Like two creatures sewn together and forced to live as one, eternally hating the other. Delicious.
God, he's such a maniac. And you'll notice I've got these babies crawling around all over the ground, which unfortunately happened in the middle of the tape, but they don't really deal you any damage. They're just weird and creepy. But the way he just says delicious at the end of that is just awesome and really disturbing. Okay, I think I've gotten all of the drops in here that I want, so let's continue on. We've got to trudge through this waist-high water. I always just found these parts super unsettling because you can't really move that well. And now Shinji Mikami is a great game designer, and this is why, because there is something behind the waterfall. There just has to be, right? You have to do that. He gets it. More of these creepy babies. And they just do a sliver of damage. But I like to kick them all to smithereens because they're so gross and weird and I just hate them. I feel like that didn't kill it, but maybe I'm wrong. Nope. These guys are kind of ending up being bullet sinks, but I think I'm gonna be fine. I definitely need to start using my pistol a little bit more, though. And what do we have up here? We're gonna have just a little bit of a puzzle up ahead of us, but why don't we go ahead and grab any loot that we can find in here? Not really much, but you do definitely want to be thorough every time you come to a section like this, and I like just looking at these places because it just kind of makes your imagination go a little crazy. Like, what could a wooden structure like this be for? It's just so weird. And these, of course, are still the catacombs beneath the church, so they are quite extensive. Cave note. I went in too deep, and of course it was a trap. Sophia told me to stop so many times, but it was only a little further to the truth. I knew there'd be challenges, but I was so close. I noticed the faintest breeze coming from the crack of this door. This door has to lead outside. This plate I found looks like it fits in the slot. It's probably the key, but which way does it go? 50-50 odds, and I've been here pacing for what feels like an eternity, unable to make this simple choice. Sophia, if I make it out of here, I'll hold you in my arms. I'll tell you that you were right, and I'll never let you go. Well, let's see here. It looks like they picked wrong. And they're going to do a little breakdancing. Everybody loves ragdoll physics. They're just the best. Bloody relief plate. This strange plate has faces carved into either side of it. One side has blood streaked across it. And we have to put the plate in here. Now, the guy said there were 50-50 odds and got it wrong. So which side do we pick? Well, this is obviously the side that they picked because they got killed. So there's only one other side, and that would be the clean one that they didn't pick. So let's use that one and survive. It's one of those things that seems so obvious when someone tells you, but that was completely lost on me the first time I played this game. Like, I didn't get that at all, and I definitely picked wrong. I was like, well, I don't know, it's a horror game. Maybe the bloody side? And you feel like such an idiot when it just gets explained to you that way. And we're getting these pulses, which always mean that Ruvik is pushing you away from somewhere you're trying to go. But behind us, of course, is going to be a map fragment. That's number 14, and the only one in this chapter, so let's keep going. This hallway looks familiar, right?
Doc, what the hell is going on?
There's no time. I need to figure out how to reverse this if we're going to stop him.
Who? This Ruvik guy? Who the hell is he?
I'm sorry, I have to find this.
I can't help if you leave me in the dark, Doc. And you need me to help.
We were working on a method. How can I explain this? It's like linking brains together. Showing everything on an electrochemical level. Emotion, memory, perception, everything. Directly. It's unprecedented. The implications on psychology, on pharmaceuticals, on consciousness itself.
Are you serious? It's a fucking nightmare.
Well, I didn't say it was perfect. Especially not with such a unstable host.
Great. So your research partner is a psychopath. And we're all inside his head.
Not exactly, no. All of us are contributing on some level. But he's the only one with conscious influence.
You know how he thinks. What does he want?
Well, it's just a theory, but I'd say he wants us dead.
And that is a big, big revelation.
Doctor?
So we are all inside the Doctor and Ruvik's experiment that they worked on together, which Ruvik talks a little bit about in those tapes. And he is the only one with conscious influence in here in this nightmare that they've created. Sebastian is right. This is a nightmare. So let's grab this. It's glowing in my face. Journal of Sebastian Castellanos, June 6, 2009. We dropped Lily off for her first day at preschool this morning. She's a brave girl. She seems like she'll be fine. Myra, God bless her, has had a tough 3 years. Raising a baby is a full-time job, and she's finally going to get the break she deserves. By break, I mean coming back to the KCPD Missing Persons Bureau. The amount of disappearances here seems to be growing. If we don't get to the bottom of it soon, there won't be anyone left to investigate. They'll all be missing. I exaggerate, of course, but there's something going on in Crimson City that needs to be stopped, and Myra will help see to that. She's damn good at her job, and obviously happy to be back in her element. Yeah, there have been quite a few disappearances in Crimson City. Now, before we leave here, there's a couple of things we want to grab. This note right here. Research facility note, subject number 18, connection established, commencing procedure. 245, abnormal brainwave activity detected. 258, cardiac arrest, non-resuscitable. Subject number 19, connection established, commencing procedure. 124, abnormal brainwave activity detected. 148, cardiac arrest, non-resuscitable. Subject number 20, Same thing. Subject number 21, same thing. 22, same thing. And 23, connection established, commencing procedure. 331, abnormal brainwaves activity detected. Heart rate, respiration, blood pressure, and temperature rising. 424, recovery of consciousness. 437, stabilization of vital signs at last. So he's killed, 20 people just to get it to be stable. And by he, of course, I mean Ruvik. He is a complete psychopath. And there's one last thing we want to do before we leave, and there's that goddess statue right up there. And I don't know if I can melee this one. It doesn't seem like it, so let's just shoot it. And that's going to be it for keys and for map fragments in this chapter. We are so low on ammunition. Oh my god. Let's keep going. And yes, it's my favorite boss in the game. That is Amalgam. And he is just so awesome. What an incredible design. Oh, I love the way he shuts the door. Like, that'll do it. It's only like a 2-story tall, massive bodies coming after you, and you just close the door. But then the way he very shockedly turns around and realizes that he's in the safe room, but Ruvik's in there with you. Oh man, what a great chapter. All right, well, that's going to be all the time I've got for today, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.